Welcome to Amplifying Leadership and Tip Thursday with Tara. That is me, and I am a partner, coach, and consultant at Twin Life Coaching and Business Services, of which Amplifying Leadership is a division. I hope to bring you some information or a key takeaway you can use to build, enhance, or grow your leadership skills with Tip Thursday with Tara. Do your employees trust you? Do you trust them to do what they're supposed to do? If you have some thinking to do on these because your quick answer isn't yes, then there is some work to do, and that is completely okay. In this tip, I'm going to give you just a couple of high-level things that you can do to start to build trust or more trust in your team, as well as you as a leader for your team. First and foremost, if you have conflict within your team, that is okay as long as there's rules around it. Basically, let's talk about it's okay to have differing opinions. It's okay that we think differently. The rules are, if we want to have conflict that is a positive conflict, that we never yell, that we listen, and that we really accept what the other person is saying without judgment. We don't have to necessarily agree in a team to have trust. We just need to know that it's okay to be different and have differing ideas. Work on that if your team has some conflict that they really don't use properly or they don't listen to each other. Start there. You can also ask your team or those who report to you how they see things. Do they trust each other? Now, you're going to probably want to do this one-on-one if you feel there's a big trust issue within your team. So make sure you're asking them what they think. Ask them to, be careful about blaming people for things. Usually it's a process-based thing. But if they need to vent, allow them to vent and then bring it back to process if possible. Always ask them for feedback on your leadership. If they don't trust you as the leader, asking for leadership can help you start to use that feedback to create actions that will make you a better leader. Sometimes it may not be, appropriate things that you can do, but other times it can be the simplest little things such as, well, you always say no and never tell us why. Maybe that means that if it's a no, you need to tell them why, which I always encourage. You also want to be very welcoming when people come with ideas or come to you and not just send them away and telling them that you don't have time for them. That also creates a lack of trust with your team. They feel they can never come to you. They feel like you're never listening, and they're not going to trust that if they come to you, you're going to even pay attention to them. Be welcoming. Listen to them. And if you can't do things or you can't help what is going on, then maybe you bring in HR or some sort of mediator that might need to happen, especially if two people on your team are not having the conflict in a positive way, or they're not talking, they're just yelling and screaming. You need a mediator to create those rules around how they can talk to each other. In the past, when I've had two employees not get along, I've put them in a room and I've asked them to try to go through their differences and work out a plan. Always remembering they don't have to be friends, but they do need to work professionally. Most times they can work out their differences in one way or another to help create more trust. But if they can't, bring in a mediator. Perhaps it's your HR department, perhaps it's you. That mediator doesn't get involved, but keeps the rules there. So if someone starts yelling, the mediator can say, wait a minute, we said no yelling. We're going to talk through this so we can build our team and have better trust within our team. Those are some really quick tips for you today. And if you're still struggling, make sure to get your HR involved. Trust is very, very vital in a team and as a leader. If you want to retain those star employees, if you want great teams that work together and okay with conflict in positive ways, If you want to find those inefficiencies which lead to more profit, or even if you want to build future leaders, you need trust, and they need to trust you. If you need to work on this, this is completely okay. Start today. And if trust has been a recurring or current issue within your team, you need to be patient, as this will change team dynamics. They'll start to learn to work together in a more positive way. Remember, every step forward when it comes to trust is better than doing nothing or taking a step back. All right, that is Tip Thursday with Tara. Feel free to reach out at any time if you need help with developing your leadership skills with our coaching or consulting or whatever it is that you may need some help with. As a reminder, our Amplifying Leadership community can help leaders with challenges such as this through discussion groups, resources, our private LinkedIn group, and so much more. You can find all about our Amplifying Leadership and our services for leaders as well as our community at amplifyingleadership.ca, which is a Twin Life Coaching and Business Services division. To see all about us, you can find us as Twin Life Coaching and Business Services on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and our YouTube handle at Twin Life Coaching. Until next time, please be safe and be an amazing leader or leader to be.